You're going to be my customer, okay? I've gone through the product explanation, but he wants to pay $547 versus $627 because the car's brand new, the truck is brand new, he's got a 36 factory comprehensive warranty, he's got a 560 powertrain warranty. He doesn't see this vehicle breaking down at all. He's not thinking 3.5 or 4 years from now. He's thinking about driving the son of a gun home and showing it off and keeping his payment as low as it can be. Is this realistic?
Yeah.
Okay. Now we got to tell a story. Matthew, I understand. 627, here's a good chunk, and you can't see it right now, but you'll love this 627 in 3.5 years, but you're thinking about today, right? Don't blame you a bit. Matthew, we know this vehicle is going to depreciate, right? Everybody knows that. But what everybody doesn't know is that every time you write a check out for a new car or truck, there is a savings element to that payment. Has anyone ever explained that to you before?
No.
Okay. If you've ever been to a financial counselor or read a book on how to get rich, and get rich not quick, but get rich over a long period of time, they always say you got to save a little bit of money consistently, right? And they also say that if you're going to save a little bit of money, you need to do it at the beginning of the month, not the end of the month, because if you wait to the end of the month to save money, what's left? Nothing. So here's what you don't want to do. You don't want to write a check for $627. You don't want to sign it. You don't want to make it out to the lender. And you definitely don't want to send it every single month to the lender. But I'm going to show you how you're not going to do that. Even though you write the check, you're not going to pay $627 a month. Matthew, hypothetically, 60 months from now, you stroke that last check. You cheer. You're done paying for this vehicle. What comes back to you in the mail a couple weeks later?
My title.
Yeah, there's a title to the car right now, but it's got a couple different names on it. It's got Galpin's name, it's got a lender name, and in a few minutes it's going to have just a lender name and your name. But 5 years from now, it's going to be free and clear, and it's only got one name on it. That's yours. Question I've got for you. 5 years from now, this $33,000 vehicle, if you drive it just like you plan on driving it, what do you think it'll be worth? You don't do anything special, but you don't crash it, you don't trash it. What do you think that $33,000 vehicle will be worth?
$15,000.
So 5 years from now, you've got a piece of paper that's worth $15,000. You've got a vehicle, and you have no more car payments. Okay? Do me a favor. Do you have a phone on you?
I do.
Would you take out that phone? Open up the calculator. Divide 15,000 by 60.
250.
Matthew, do you know what that $250 represents?
No.
Remember, we talked about writing a $627 check and sending it to the bank. You said you didn't want to do that, right?
Right.
You're not going to do it. Because on the way to the bank, that $627, $250 of it is going to be going somewhere else. It's going to the title to your vehicle. That means your net payment on this vehicle is $385. $1,277. And by the way, Matthew, that includes gap coverage. You know how that protects you. That includes maintenance. You're not paying for maintenance for the next 5 years. Somebody else is taking care of it for you. And should that vehicle break, you've got a fixed payment because somebody else is going to pay for that repair. Can I go ahead and get your okay right here? Are you mulling this over? By the way, is this the truth? Somebody call bullshit on this. Bullshit. Who said bullshit? Where are you? How's it bullshit? No, I want.
I'm the guy that tells him like, yeah. Oh, you going or no?
No. Do you think it's bullshit?
No, I think it's great.
Is it? No. Just tell me. Look, I need your feedback here.
That car's going to be worth 15 in 3 years, not 5.
That's assuming I sell it.
No, it doesn't assume they're selling it. It doesn't assume they're selling it at all. And by the way, Carl, we don't know what the vehicle is going to be worth in 5 years. Let me tell you how I used to do this. I used to have a residual book, okay? And I had to have a residual book for every single make and model because there was used cars involved too. And what I would do is I'd go to the residual book and I'd say, here's what is it? What's the leasing guide people? ALG? Here's what ALG says your vehicle is going to be worth as a percentage. We multiply it times not what the selling price is, but what the MSRP is, and I'd put it down here. One day I went to work, and I didn't have my residual book. So instead of making up numbers, I just asked the customers what they thought their vehicle would be worth. By the way, if it's the customer's number, how legitimate is that number? Okay, Jose, to them, how legitimate is it? It's 100%. Okay? None of us know what this vehicle is going to be worth in 5 years. I mean, we can look at a leasing guide, but we don't know what it's going to be worth. It depends on how it's taken care of, but there's 50 different variables in there. But if the customer thinks it's going to be worth $15,000, can we work with that number? Yes, we can.
You still have a whole lot of room, even if it's half that number, it's giving you $125.
Look, this is foolproof.